is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi. Welcome to your Monday.
Hey, Swanee.
I've got the highlight of my weekend is one standalone culinary moment.
Give it to me.
I've long said it's the world's most perfect food, and it's been a while between having them, and I absolutely 100% believe that this is the world's finest food, and I ate it on Sunday.
Potato cakes?
No.
Oh.
It was a Coles thin sausage, $1.99 a kilo maybe.
Yum.
And a fresh white supermarket piece of bread
Yeah.
with the crusts cut off and a big squirt of tomato sauce. I was in raptures. It must have been about 5 months, I reckon, since I've had one. I know. Crazy.
Last time I had a sausage and bread, I think I had 3 because I just was like, these are everything.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's salty. It's fatty. It's soft with the bread. It's sweet and with the tomato. It's just the world's most perfect food. And I was just so happy in that moment.
And don't ask what's in the sausage. Who cares?
Who cares?
My weekend highlight was singing karaoke on Friday night, and my voice is yet to recover. So I just want to put that out there now.
Did you rip out your favourite?
I did. The rest is still unwritten.
These words.
I know.
Now, I want to talk about something. I saw something on Instagram and I've got a question. In Say G'day, I just want to hear from you if you're under 5 foot tall.
Our short queens and short kings jump on the line. 13,
Please.
24, 10.
We've got prizes for you and we'll reach up high and pass them to you. It's no problem. I saw a little snippet of footage of Taylor Swift and her little BFF, Sabrina Carpenter, singing together. And I watched it 4 times because Sabrina Carpenter is the smallest person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's tiny.
But she's 5 foot. There's people shorter than that. And I just want to know, what's it like to be so small?
13, 24, 10.
I've always been such a behemoth. You know?
We'll take your calls next.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's say g'day.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
Look, if you spent any time on Instagram on the weekend, you may or may not have been served a little bit of footage of Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift singing together on stage. It was beautiful. They're friends. It's a lovely moment. I could not hear a single note of any of them singing because I was spellbound by the pint-sizery of Sabrina Carpenter. Now, I know in her lyric she says that she's 5 foot exact, whatever. But to see it there, she's so small.
And in this performance she did with Taylor, she's in a massive heel. So
and Taylor's a tall woman.
Yeah.
She's a sturdy girl, is Taylor Swift. But I just thought, wow, what would it be like to be that small just for a minute?
So we are asking you to call us on 13 24 10 if you are a short king or queen.
Say g'day. Tell us how tall you are. Get a prize. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, how are
So
you?
you are a little tiny wee thing.
I am a little short person yet.
Now, what is your exact height?
Last time I took my height was a little while ago, and I was just on 5 feet tall.
So you're the same as Sabrina Carpenter, tiny, teeny. What is the best thing about being so small? I'm so interested because I'm enormous. I've just always been enormous. I've got a size 12 foot, huge.
See, that's my favourite part is having a small foot, size 5. And I can get kids' shoes, so they're much cheaper and they're still on trend.
Size 5. And your
Size
hands, are they little? Like if I held your hand, would it be like having a little paw in my hand?
It would be having like a 10-year-old child hand, and I'm 46 years
You're
old.
so cute, Amanda. I love
So,
Amanda,
my
we're going to
daughter is
send you
5'8".
a soda stream art. Push for better. Use those little hands to push that soda stream.
And we might get
I
you
sure
we
will.
might get you a little stool as well so that you can reach it on the bench. Thanks, Amanda. Hi, Tony.
Hello,
How tall are you, Tone?
I'm 157 at a stretch, about
Okay.
5'2", pushing it.
Right. See, my best friend is a little teeny tiny person like that. What is?
I work
Yep.
with kids. Well, when I say kids, they're like 24 and they're 6 foot something. I'm under their arms.
Isn't it crazy, Tony?
Do you enjoy your height, Tony? Do you like being short?
Sometimes it has its benefits. Sometimes I'd like to wear, long tights that aren't kids' ones.
Do you love that song from, I think it's from the 70s? Don't want no short people. Do you know that song, Tony?
Yeah, Anton.
So good. I'm gonna look that up, actually. I've forgotten how good it is.
A SodaStream art for you as well, Tony. Let's finish with Carol.
Carol, hello. How tall are you?
Hello. Oh, my gosh. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Jack.
Hi,
Oh,
Carol.
so lovely to speak to you today.
Are you a teeny tiny person?
I'm a teeny tiny 152 centimetres.
See, I just can't imagine because I'm not ridiculously tall, but I'm 176. So there's a whole ruler between us, Carol, and yet
Yes.
we are both grown adults.
We are grown adults, happy as.
Happy as. Now, what is the best part of being a teeny tiny shorty?
Well, besides, the fact that people, in the supermarket and in general, people like to do things for you because you usually can't reach them. Travel. Travel is unreal. As a short person, it is unreal. Even in a plane, in a train, even in a car.
Yes.
Plenty of leg room. You are so I'm comfortable.
And you could almost like a normal. You're on fire, Carol. Almost like in a normal economy seat, you could lay down almost like a baby.
I can lay down across 3 seats and sleep comfortably.
Oh.
You save so much money on. You don't need first class. Little petites don't need first class.
Oh, petites.
Carol is an Energizer bunny. I love it.
Sure
Carol,
is.
we are sending you a SodaStream art as well. Happy Monday.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, they're all about keeping you sun safe. The best thing you can do to protect yourself from harmful UV rays and premature aging? Wear sunscreen every day.
Head online or in store to shop now at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, I'm about to paraphrase an article. The headline is, couple forced to decide who gets Taylor Swift tickets in their divorce settlement. Later on in the article, it says this. The lawyer added, it can be as complicated as you want to make it. It can be as difficult as you want to make it. Or it can be as easy as you want to make it. Speaking of divorces. 13, 24, 10, what was the one sticking point that illogically you couldn't sort out?
Oh, I love this.
So this couple were together, bought tickets to the Eras tour. She's just hit Canada.
How is this tour not over yet?
Oh, my God. And is it over now? And then they split up. Sad news. Everything else went very smoothly in terms of the settlement and the split of everything. The sticking point was this double to Taylor Swift. What they'd paid for it is a lot less than what it's going for now.
Well, of course, I want to poo-poo this, but I kind of get it. It's so hard to get your hands on those tickets.
Yeah. For example, the tickets are now worth up to $13,000
What?
each. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, we thought it was crazy here. It's crazy in Canada.
And because I really don't think she will tour for a very long time after this.
I don't think so either. So they've gone all the way to court about it. And unfortunately, we don't know because of client-lawyer privilege or whatever, what choice they went with. But the choices were keep the tickets and go together. But I'm going to guess that that's not an option because this seems pretty acrimonious. Who goes to court over concert tickets?
Yeah, because you're going to end up spending potentially more than $13,000 anyway.
Exactly. So that was one option. Go together. One person buys the ticket at the current market value off their ex.
Okay.
I don't think that that's ever going to happen because no ex is going to want to give a penny, particularly $13,000 for a concert ticket that they'd already bought for the normal rate. And then the other option is they both agree to sell the tickets at the current market value and neither of them go.
If you're like a massive Taylor fan, though, option 3 just wouldn't be an option.
No, it just wouldn't be an option.
I'd almost just suck it up and go with my ex. And just, if you love her that much and you don't want to give up these tickets, just go. And
I think that's absolutely what I would do.
Like, have a few drinks alone before you go for dinner with your friends, rock up slightly buzzed, don't look at them. And then when she's singing, scream it back at them.
Exactly. Make a bespoke friendship bracelet that just says, never call me again.
Legit.
Something like that.
And when you're in that era, just stare at them and scream those lyrics back
I
to them.
listened to Reputation about 8 times on the weekend. God, that's a good album.
It's by far her best.
And there's all little nuggets in there that that you miss initially.
Yeah.
My parents got divorced years ago, decades ago actually. But I seem to remember, I was very young when it happened, but I seem to remember that they were fixated on some tents. Tents. Who was going to get the tents? Now, we weren't a big camping family.
I can't imagine Patty Swan being a camping gal.
No, but I think that this is what happens to some people when they're splitting up. They don't actually care about the tent or the Taylor Swift tickets. They just want to fight. They just want to, and sometimes you just, you get so, fixated on it. You lose all logic.
And if the Major cared about the tents and she wanted to get at him, what a great thing to do.
Exactly.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Miley was married to one of the Hemsworths, wasn't she? Married.
Yeah,
proper.
to Liam.
I wonder if they fought over,
Well, I feel like they did because in that music video for Slide Away, I think there was...
that was a great song.
A great song and a great video. Yes. I think there's little nuggets of there's maybe some art in the pool thrown.
Oh, I'm going to have to have a real deep dive onto that. You are listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and we're talking about the very weird things that prove to be a sticking point in a divorce settlement or a breakup. Sometimes you just cannot let something go, and neither can your ex, and you end up in court like this Canadian couple who neither one would back down on these two tickets to a Taylor Swift show that had obviously increased in value. They were at $13,000 now. Crazy. They couldn't decide, so they took it to court. That is crazy to me.
It's crazy, but even as an ifty, I get it. Like, these Taylor tickets are so hard to come by, and she's not going to tour again for a very long time.
No, see, and you know that I am a Swiftocrat through and through. There is nothing that is worth fighting over.
I know, but you're just like that, though.
There's really not. I just go, you seem to want it more than me, which is what I can say about everything in the world.
I know.
I go, cool, you have it then.
Have it, yeah. No, whereas I'd fight. I'd take it to court too.
Would you?
Yeah. Yeah, just to really prove a point.
What about when someone says to you, I love that shirt. Do you take it off and give it to them?
No.
Oh, I do.
I know, I've seen you do it several times.
I've done it 5 times in the last fortnight. I've got barely nothing to wear.
13, 24, 10. What did you fight over in the divorce? Everyone that gets to air in this segment is going to get a double pass to Gladiator 2, which is in cinemas now.
That looks good.
Doesn't it?
Hey, Linda. Hey.
Hi, guys. Love your show.
I love you. I love you, and I love you saying those nice words, Linda.
Oh, lovely. A friend of mine left, he and his partner split up, and they decided on everything except Milo, their Groodle. So they actually went to court, and neither would give way, and they ended up having joint custody, 1 week on, 1 week off.
Are you joking? That is crazy to me.
Seriously, he would drop off Milo at the front door and wait till she opened it, and then she'd take him in, and then the following week she would drop him off at his place for the week.
Well, I suppose that beats the, the sad and sobbing reunions and otherwise at McDonald's car parks, which is generally where the swap overs happen. Oh, Linda, that's crazy, isn't it? It's a dog.
A double pass to Gladiator 2 for you, Linda. Let's
Even
go
the dog, have it. You want it more.
So you would give up Murphy?
Yep.
I can't even argue with you because I know you would.
I would and he's my darling.
I know.
But if I don't want to fight, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to avoid a fight.
Yeah. And a week on, a week off is just annoying, having to say your ex that's unnecessary. All right, Caitlin, what did you fight over in the separation?
Oh, hello, you beautiful people.
Hi, Caitlin.
It wasn't so much as a fight. as a strange request, my ex wanted us to write in our, separation financials and paperwork that he would allow me to keep the iron and the ironing board as long as I ironed his clothes, so his shirts and things for special occasions such as weddings and funerals.
I beg your pardon. What? That was written in a document.
He wanted it written in a document. I told him where he could shove that, but then he came to his senses and said, "Oh no, look, given that it was your great auntie that gifted that to us for our wedding, perhaps you keep them, but I can just drop round on the morning of weddings and funerals."
Oh my God!
He's Delulu, man. Good on you for separating.
Yeah. Thank you. Best decision of my life, young Jack.
I hope you did what I did with my iron and ironing board, is I snipped through the cord and I put them on the hard rubbish collection.
I do love that. The kids occasionally open that cupboard and go, "Mum, what's that for? And what do you use that for?"
A double pass to Gladiator 2 for you, Caitlin. Let's finish with Rowan.
Rowan, what is the weird thing that you could not agree on when you split up with your ex?
Hi guys, how you going? It's not so much an agree on. It is part of what I got out of my shed. So she cleaned out the shed for me and gave all my stuff back. And I got my paint gun, which only had half the parts in it. So you had the actual spray gun, and then you had bottles that the paint went in. She gave me the gun, but not the bottles.
Is she may be a bit vindictive, Rowan.
Oh, slightly.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
That is Charlie XCX. Let's talk a bit more about her now.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
We were excited when Charlie XCX was announced as a host of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. That's what I'm looking forward to doing tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you going to eat? Are you going to eat something?
I am making a vegetable beef stir fry with the rice cooker you gave me because I've not used it.
It's gonna change your life.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
And I'm gonna sit there and then sing to this.
Yeah, 360. When you're do you like what you see?
Which, incidentally, is one of the songs she performed on Saturday Night Live. She looks great. She's naughty. She surprises me. Every time I see her perform, I think, is she very bad? Or is that just the vibe?
That's the vibe and the aesthetic. I understand why you might think that. And because the auto-tune she does go heavy on, but it's just the vibe. I think you either get it or you don't. And I think it's fine to not get it. I
think maybe I don't get it. I get it on the radio. I get it on the CD.
Yeah.
I get it on the album.
The CD.
On the CD.
Thanks, Mum.
It's number 2 in my CD stacker in the back of my Daihatsu Charade. No, I get that, but just to see her perform live, it looks like she doesn't know what she's doing.
But no, that's the vibe, because it's like she's a party girl. She's got her shades on. It's as if it's 2 a.m. and she's in the club. Like, I've never related to something more.
That is literally 2 times in the last 7 days that I've been very old, and I don't understand it.
No, you're very young. We're keeping you young.
Okay, thank you. What was the other little bit of audio we've got of Charlie XCX?
Her opening monologue.
Yes.
I want to take a moment to thank someone who's been there for me my entire career. Auto-tune. Auto-tune makes everything sound better. Even really bad news. Like this. Watch.
I love this.
I'm breaking up with you because I'm trying to hook up with your dad.
See?
She's so funny. I love it. Now, Brat, the album came out. For some reason, nobody could understand what it meant. I knew exactly what it meant.
Yeah,
Did you?
Absolutely.
It wasn't confusing at all, but she's been asked so many times, she clears it up.
So many people have asked me, what is Brat? And honestly, it's just like an attitude. It's a vibe. For example, the new Martha Stewart documentary. When Martha gets mad about an old magazine article and she says that she's glad the journalist who wrote it is dead, that is Brat. And then last Friday, when that exact journalist responded and said, "Hey, I'm alive, that is extremely Brat."
We have to watch that Martha Stewart documentary.
Okay, tonight. Can you clear your schedule tonight?
Can I tell you another quote I've heard from? I know that we're late.
What?
Martha asked someone to do a favour for her, and he said, yes, I'll do it, but you've got to be kind to me. And she said, don't worry, I'll do it myself.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
We've got an action-packed hour planned for you next up. Lots of thrills and spills.
Yes, Swanee.
The thrill, of course, is Robert Irwin. The spill is going to come from Julia Morris because I'm a Celebrity is coming back sooner than we expected, which is wonderful news.
Yeah, it's back to its January time slot. For a couple of years there, it went to a March start date.
No good.
No good.
No good. Got to be January. And I've heard a rumour that a certain brilliant breakdancer is going to be entering the jungle.
Let's just say a certain breakdancer. The word brilliant, probably not required.
Listen, Reagan, she won a gold medal, didn't she?
No.
No. Oh.
She wishes.
Oh, no, she was just representing the country. That's right. Imagine if she'd won the gold medal. Oh, my God, who would she have been up against? My cat.
I can't wait to ask Robert and Julia whether she's going in to the jungle.
I really want her in there.
So I would like to see it.
I want more of her.
Next, Chrissy's Quizzy. There is a $200 Westfield gift card inside that bum bag.
Nice.
I also sung this on Friday night, and that's why I have no voice.
Oh, dear.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You just yelled mics on and it jumped out of my skin.
From festive music, magic and movies to Santa visits and pics, that's what feels like Christmas. Discover more reasons to love the season at Westfield. Visit your local centre today.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
You can't say to me, Swanee, just write a new question for question number 2, and then while I'm deep in concentration and the time is ticking, go, mic's on!
No, because usually, to lift the curtain, we both have our headphones on with like 5 seconds of the end of the song.
Yeah, so you can
hear it. So I scream, mic's on, to make sure it breaks through the headphone barrier.
How's your voice going after the karaoke session?
I did some good karaoke on Friday night, but my vocal cords have struggled since.
Mary, do you love karaoke?
Look, I'd say no sober, but drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was drunk, Mary. Don't worry.
Oh. You're heading off to a Westfield right now, Mary.
I was literally about to get in the car to whiz up there before it closes to grab a present for my daughter, and I heard that there was a voucher on offer.
Oh, my
God. So
gosh.
I thought I'd wait.
Imagine the timing.
Legit.
And Alicia, hello there.
Hello, Chrissy.
So you're working from home today, Alicia. How wonderful. I've never done that. Is it great?
It is. It's fantastic.
Do you... I mean, no one's listening. Do you actually do any work?
Well, sometimes.
I love the honesty. All right, ladies, your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and is going to walk away with this $200 Westfield gift card. Great at this time of year, am I right?
Question number 1.
There was a fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson at the weekend. Who was victorious?
Alicia.
Alicia just got in there.
Jake Paul.
Yes, correct. Apparently the whole thing was a setup.
I mean, I don't get the whole fighting thing.
I don't like boxing. And aren't all the games fixed?
I think there's some are, some
Matches,
aren't.
I mean, I know the games.
Mate, I was watching Charlie XCX sing 360. You're asking the wrong dude.
Yeah, I was cleaning my cupboards. Question number 2. Who lives on the shelf at Christmas time?
Mary.
Yes,
Alicia.
Mary.
Elf on the Shelf.
Yes. Your kid's still of the age that you have to partake in that?
I never got into it. I resisted, and I'm so glad I did.
Oh, you're a wise woman. You're a wise woman. I just go boots in with everything. I really do. And then I regret it deeply.
Yep. Question number 3.
8 years ago today, Billie Eilish released this hit. What's it called?
Mary?
Mary, you're not 100% sure, but you're going to have a crack.
No, so really I'm just going to name a Billie Eilish song. Let's go for Blue.
Oh. Jack really tried to help you there by turning up the lyrics. It's Ocean Eyes.
But Mary, Blue, one of her best songs. Good pick.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, Mary's a bit cool.
Yeah, that's an album track, Swanee. Question number 4. You're both on 1 point each.
Pearl Jam frontman Eddie Vedder called which AFL legend onto the stage?
Alicia.
Yes, Alicia.
It was Nova's own Jonathan Brown.
It was our friend, the big fella.
The big dog?
Who would have been like,
oh, there's Eddie. Thanks for having me. Imagine my voice today times 20.
Exactly.
Question number 5. This is for the win, Alicia.
what type of pasta is shaped like little ears?
Mary.
Yes, Mary.
What did you say? Little ears?
Yeah, little ears.
Oh, gosh. That would be... Oh, a little tortellini?
No, it's the Italian word for ears. It's orecchietti.
Question number 6. 2 points to Alicia, 1 to Mary.
You know, here's a sweeping statement. I don't like orecchietti. It's too chewy. Always.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like it with through broccoli pasta. But apart from that, no thanks.
Question number 6.
I'm weird like that.
You're so delightful. I just really enjoyed that whole thing. I just watched it all unfold. I like it with broccoli pasta. Apart from that, no thanks.
No thanks.
Question number 6. If you have pets, you'll have to sometimes see a vet. The word vet is short
Mary.
for...
Alicia.
Yes, Mary.
Veterinarian.
Correct. What is the score? This seems to be going a long time.
Doesn't it? Robert and Julia are waiting. All right. Question number 7 is for the win. It is a draw right now. 2 points each.
The Big Apple is a nickname for which city?
Alicia.
Yes,
Mary.
Alicia.
New York.
It is New York City. Well done, Alicia. And not a moment too soon, my will to live was ebbing away.
Enjoy, Alicia. And Mary,
you guys.
have fun at Westfield anyway. You're just going to have to get the credit card out. Sorry. Yes.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're welcoming television and wildlife royalty to the show. Julia Morris and Robert Irwin.
G'day, how are you?
I've been so busy and so preoccupied. I had forgotten about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And when I realised that the joy was coming back, I cannot tell you how excited I am.
Well, also, how
We're
good
back.
is it that in January,
It's my
back into January, which means the go-to-bed fight with slightly younger children is over.
Thank you so much for hearing our plea.
Yes. They can't stay up till 9 o'clock or 10 past 9 or whatever it ends up being.
Yeah.
Kids are just so broken by the end of the series.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
It's an ordeal.
Yeah.
Now, we are already guessing who's going into
speculation salad.
The entire process of this television show is my favourite. Ray Gun, the Olympic dancer, I want to say.
There's been a lot of talk about Reagan.
The RG.
Yeah.
I hope she's in
Well, she
there.
certainly won't be
mean-
getting dancing gigs, so I think this could be a good gig for her.
You never know what she's going to get. She keeps surprising us, doesn't she?
All I can see, though, is that the set is made for her. There's that raised wooden platform.
Well, see, I'm a bit of a break dancer. Not many people know this.
No,
so
in fact,
are
nobody.
there room for 2 break dancers?
What I'm saying is,
I don't know.
It starts with the worm.
It starts with the worm.
Which, quite
it
frankly,
does.
Robert has a special gift.
What can I say?
In wormery.
What can I say? In wormery.
General wormery.
If it begins with the worm, does it end with, look at me, I'm sneaking around a corner?
But to be fair, that's exactly how I break. And I was definitely back in the day on the cardboard outside the Burwood McDonald's.
Wow.
Ringing it. Don't miss it. Break into.
Lady
if you
Chamber.
forget
Whoa.
it, you'll regret it.
Yeah,
Electric Boogaloo. No, that's it.
Oh.
No, okay, so that was Breaking 2. It wasn't the first movie, it was the second movie. But I'm just saying I'm within the breaking world.
Can I tell you,
Yeah.
you just mentioned Burwood McDonald's. I had the greatest car Big Mac of my life in the last month there.
Did you?
Yes, I had a small window between dropping my daughter at a school play, which was around the corner from there, and having to be there in attendance myself. So I dropped her. I was at a loose end. I was starving, and I went, it's car park Big Mac time.
Yeah. Boom.
Can you tell me,
it's a beautiful thing.
did you double down with a vanilla shake?
Well, no, I'm a 2-burger girl. I don't want to waste any kind of real estate on fries or drinks.
No drinks, absolutely. Wasted calories.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
dip the chips into the...
Yep.
Wow.
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 Unfortunately, what's happened is because you've got to go through with your accountant all the expenditure in your bank account,
Yeah.
and then she's like, 7.25 McDonald's. Another 7.25 McDonald's. I'm like, yeah, that's vanilla shakes. So we had a big vanilla shake week.
Yum.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
from food to flora and fauna, whilst Robert is here.
Absolute.
Last
Great
week,
segue.
last week in Melbourne, Robert, everyone was losing their mind over this corpse flower.
Yeah, I've heard about this in Geelong.
In Geelong.
Yes.
And I'd never heard about this thing before.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what the hell it is, and have you ever been around one and smelt it?
I'm pretty new to the whole corpse flower era that we're all in right
Yeah.
now,
I love
but this is very cool. I hear they only flower once every, it's quite a few years, once every 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Not even, it is, mate.
It's-
Once a year, Dave.
Not even that, yeah. It's
No.
like few and far between, and apparently it smells really bad, but looks beautiful.
People were live streaming it. Do you guys ever live stream stuff at the zoo?
Usually not flowers.
No.
But we always have it. There's always a celebration usually when there's a new animal born, particularly an endangered species. So that's usually a very exciting time, and it's the same sort of vibe. Everyone's hanging out. Everyone wants to wait till the little giraffe is finally born or something like that. Have you ever seen a giraffe give birth?
No.
It's one of the most confronting things you'll ever see. So get this, they give birth standing up.
I was going to say they're
So
very
the mum is
casual
standing
about
there.
it.
Yeah, and literally this baby falls about 7 feet onto its head.
Is it still jelly, though? It's like it
Oh,
has-
it's still in the sack to a
Yeah,
certain
yeah, yeah.
extent, but
But
they
there's no
just
bounce.
drop straight there. No,
I've
there's no
heard
bounce.
that,
It's a plot.
I've heard that Kris Jenner gave birth to all her 100 children exactly the same way.
Did she?
Yes.
They tried to get me to do it in a pool. I said, no, I've got no business with it.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah,
no.
I said, tell me, I said to the people at the hospital, how many people come back for their second baby in the pool?
Great
they
question.
said no one.
Yeah.
I'm
There
like,
you go.
message received.
There you go.
Hey, Kris Jenner, she'd be a great get for the jungle.
Oh,
my
wouldn't
God.
she? A big name like that.
yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, any Kardashian
Yeah.
Any of them.
would be incredible.
Yeah.
Julia Morris and Robert Irwin, will you please stick around? We're going to play a round of
Who's more likely?
who's more likely. I was going to say who did it better.
I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here.
Love
It's
it.
creeping up for its 2025 launch. Sunday, January 19 is the date you need to put in your calendar.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And Julia Morris and Robert Irwin have stuck around and we're grateful for it. Last week we spoke about travelling rituals, what we do when we go to the airport. You two do so much travelling.
Yeah.
Robert, have you got a little ritual that you enjoy?
Oh, I do. I absolutely do. It's blue light glasses. I'm telling you, blue light / amber light glasses. Those things are incredible. It's just cuts down on that glare from screens, and it means you can sleep. And jet lag is better. So yeah, I just drink a lot of water, blue light glasses, and you're sorted. International
We'll
travel.
just
There
edit
you
that
go.
up into you saying, I just drink.
Oh no. Yeah, hang on a minute. Yep.
I was actually thinking that's really more my schedule. Yeah.
That's Julia's ritual.
Very, very similar.
So apart from just writing yourself off, Julia,
Yeah.
to cope with it.
Oh my God, I'm a massive chucker. You know, I'm not really much of a drinker because I'm a substantial chucker.
Really?
If I get so I can have one drink and I'm like, oh, I think I might have another one.
Yeah.
By the end of the second one, I will be chucking.
Wow. Oh, that's annoying.
It's hot on a date though.
yeah.
HOT hot.
All right, let's play a game of Who's More Likely, shall we?
Chrissy Swan's Who's More Likely?
All right, out of you, Robert Irwin, and you, Julia Maurice. Who's more likely to be late to set?
Neither of us.
No. Well, maybe me, because I'm always like, ooh, look, a butterfly. Ooh, look at, I get distracted very easily. But usually I'm at set when I get distracted. Like,
Yes.
I'm on set, ready to go, but I'm still distracted.
When they're doing like the snake challenge and everything and production is setting up, do you
Yeah.
go in early to help them? Like, do you...
Oh, it's the best ever. Like, I get so jealous when there's someone in there doing the Viper Room. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to go in there. Like, it's so
You
cool.
really
They
are
have such...
sick in the head. There's a real problem here.
You're not the first person to say that. This is
But
becoming a
then
bit of a
the other
theme.
thing, of course, that Robert's had to get used to is being in wardrobe.
Yeah,
Because
so I
normally if
can't
he
just
sees
jump in with the
snake on the other
snakes.
side, be like, I'm going to quickly go and rehouse that or do that or try that.
I'm not allowed.
Step back. You're in the fancy shoes.
Yeah, the
fancy
loafers.
shoes.
All right, who out of Julia Morris or Robert Irwin are more likely to favour a celebrity throughout filming?
I don't know.
Oh, I do.
Or do you
Me,
just,
do-
or do you just,
you?
Julia.
do you just
Yeah.
dislike them all
What
equally?
between the two of us? No, the power of the empathy between the two of us. it does make you sick in the stomach that anyone is having to go through anything uncomfortable, because we also imagine ourselves in that place. And it's only, I always think it's really, I'm only one cancellation away from swapping roles. So I don't like to be disrespectful. Do you know who taught me that? It was actually you, Chrissy, when you came in for Series 1 and it was all new and you were the very first challenge of the very first day. And at that stage, I was sort of new to feeding the internet and all of that sort of stuff. And I remember you sitting on lying on a wheel where stuff was coming down on you.
I know, everyone was so scared, and I said, I'll do it.
And I bloody do it. Do you mind if I take a photo? And you were like, yeah. Neither of us knew what was in store. And after that photo, which I deleted, I then never took another photograph for 10 series, because it's such a vulnerable moment. You're trying to be kind to the person who's asking for a photo, but in actual fact, it couldn't be more private while you prepare for something that's going to be incredibly challenging.
Wow.
And so, yes, it was definitely you, Chrissy, that taught me that level of respect needed to be honoured.
Yeah.
And it always has been. There's no, like, sucked in you or, look at you. There's none of there's not that feeling. There's definitely the feeling, certainly from the Robert and I and from the doctor and I, which is we are grateful that you came to be a part of the show.
Yeah, and we do see that as
you do
viewers.
show that.
Truly.
Who is more likely to have a big boo-hoo on the show? Have a sad cry?
Oh my God. I mean, what
the
day is it?
celebrities.
Yeah.
It's not either of us.
No.
I get very invested very quickly. So, like, I'll be sitting there watching while someone's just unraveling their deepest, darkest life troubles.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, nodding along.
God,
interesting.
yeah.
And I'm
we're
just
just sitting there
I'm
thinking,
trying to hold it together.
I'm just like, God, you're going to regret that later. No,
The cynicism of life hasn't got you just yet.
No.
All right, and let's finish on this one.
Okay.
Which of you two are more likely to cover the bill for a dinner for 10 people?
Oh, both.
Oh, Julia.
You as well. I've seen you do it time and time again. And also, I can't help it because I cannot have the who's paying for what conversation.
Oh, God. Isn't it the
It's
worst
so
conversation
I
ever?
would
No, you
rather-
always just you're just like,
I'd
boom.
rather
And
go
it's like,
into
wait.
debt than have that conversation.
Yeah, you would rather be answerable to your very finicky accountant who asks you what's the $7.25
Yeah.
for. You would rather be answerable to her.
Well, she doesn't shame
worry.
me. They don't shame me about it. I feel the shame as I'm reading out Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Yeah, that's an Uber
And
Eats.
Robert, before we let you go, I need to know, how was Prince William?
Oh, amazing. He's just incredible. We had a really good time. I've worked with him a bit over the years with the Earthshot Prize that he's doing, but for the first time in Cape Town, I really had a chance to sit down and talk to him, and he is on the ball with the environment.
Did he give you any nuggets of himself?
Yeah. Oh, so many. I mean, we talked a lot about just the wildlife of Africa. He loves cheetahs. He's a big cheetah fan, and
I loved cheetahs too. That was a great series on, where the guy
All
jumps
I can
them
think
for
of every time we mention the cheetah.
different cheetahs.
You know what? I want to go, cheater.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in. And make
Hey, good
sure
on ya.
you tune in to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Sunday, January 19. Whack it in your calendars now.
It is already in there. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Back it in.
We love you guys.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
you might remember a few weeks ago, an actress called Saoirse Ronan was on the Graham Norton show with other actors. They were talking Gladiator, which we've been giving away tickets to.
Yes, correct.
And they were making a little sort of, fun, blokey thing about using your phone as a weapon, and everyone was yucky, la, la, la. Anyway, Saoirse waited until everyone went quiet and absolutely dropped a bombshell.
Who's actually going to think about that? If someone attacks me, I'm not going to go phone.
I think
That's a very good point. But I like
that's
the
what
thought
girls
of it.
have to think about all the time.
Yeah.
Am I right, ladies?
No one knew what to do. I love hearing awkward things like that.
I know.
Like, it's love-hate, though. Like, you
I feel
cringing, but it's so good.
I'm cringing for Paul and I'm hurting for him, but then I kind of love the moment, yeah.
Yeah, well, he has come out and commented on that specific exchange, and he says...
I'm not surprised that the message received as much attention that it got, because it's a massively important, and I'm sure you've had Saoirse on the show, like she's more often than not the most intelligent person in the room, and I think she was spot on, hit the nail on the head. And it's also good that messages like that are gaining traction. Like that's a conversation that we should absolutely be having on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Have you seen that film with him in it that I recommended?
I haven't. I need to watch it.
It's one of those films I can never remember the name. It goes in my...
What is it, Tom? Tell us.
All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers. And it's got the hot priest from Fleabag in it.
Yeah, that and the Martha Stewart doco I really need to watch. But can I just say, that was perfectly handled. What a perfect response.
Perfect.
I love that dude.
I love him too.
He's really good.
He's a good man. We've had a bit of Sabcap flavour in today's show. Have you noticed?
We have.
And it continues because she's had a very special guest join her on stage for a surprise performance. Have a listen. It is, in fact, the great and tiny Christina Aguilera and Sabrina Carpenter. Small ladies, big voices.
Because growing up, Sabrina Carpenter loved Christina.
Who didn't?
How cool for her to have this moment.
You said that you saw a little
tweet
snippet of footage, where Sabrina Carpenter was talking about Christina Aguilera like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was like 2010, and she's like, I've just uploaded a cover to YouTube of me singing one of Christina's songs. Go and check it out.
These two are a great double act because Sabrina appeared on Christina Aguilera's Spotify Unwrapped thing or whatever it was, like the equivalent of MTV Unplugged.
Yeah.
And now they're back together again. I want to see a single.
Between those two?
Yes.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be really cool. And then bring Dolly Parton in as well for like just 3 generations of tiny blonde women.
That's too many voices for me. Let's keep it at 2. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Have a beautiful Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.